morning, geeks and gamers. Welcome to a Monday edition of the single most important show in the history of this channel at this time on this day with these hosts on these topics, with this chat. What's up, Ryan?
What's up? I can't believe it's almost Thanksgiving. How the fuck are we almost done with the year?
Time flies, bro. Time flies.
It makes absolutely zero sense.
Yeah, I feel like, I wonder... It really is weird. So I feel like time flies more being in the internet world than when I worked in the retail world, because the days were like a drag, like 8 hours and I can get out of here and go home and jerk off, you know, or whatever, you know what I mean? But like you sit around for 8 hours, the day just goes by so much faster when you're doing what we do now.
Yeah, the time definitely runs together when it's like, oh, hey, when did that first season of Mandalorian come out?
Yeah.
Oh, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 5 years ago.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
It is kind of strange to think about it from that perspective. Oh, yeah, I remember when they introduced force healing right before The Rise of Skywalker came out, where Rey did force healing. Oh, yes.
Time has, and I think
We're
social media
talking about the same fucking shit.
Same shit, man. Same shit. But like, yeah, like so much information is out there now because you're constantly in this information cycle of 24 hours a day. You're getting information fed to you, and there's no time just to relax. I don't anyway. And I feel like that's what the viewers, people that watch our channel consistently, like they're just in the internet sphere constantly, probably. You know what I mean? And time just, you're never, it's almost like when you're driving down the interstate at 70 miles an hour and you don't actually get, you know, time to appreciate your surroundings because you're moving so fast. But if you were driving at 15 miles an hour, you'd probably be able to enjoy it. We're just moving at 70 miles an hour all the time.
I guess, man, that's why old people drive so fucking slow.
Yeah.
They don't got anything to hurry up to. They don't got a schedule to keep.
Is that why you want to be old?
That's why I want to die before I get old.
Oh, man.
All my life to burn bright and fizzle out quick.
I see Keenan in the chat says watched Landman. Okay, episode 3 of Landman just dropped I think it was yesterday. I think it drops on Sundays. I love this show. Billy Bob Thornton is in it. John Hamm. It's just about, you know, West Texas and the oil business, and
shout out West Texas.
It's really good, man. Another Taylor Sheridan project. This guy, almost everything this guy's involved in, I'm going to watch. And I did start watching season 2 of The Tulsa King as well. I got through 2 episodes of that, and it's really good too, those first 2 episodes. So I've been watching some stuff. I watched Cobra Kai, which we didn't, man, I meant to talk to you about that on the phone last night. So
the final episode of Cobra Kai?
Yeah, but in general, no spoilers.
Part 2?
No spoilers, no spoilers. But let me just say, there's a chick in season 2, part 2 of season 6, that she is a legitimate badass. You know who I'm talking about too, right? Mm-hmm. Have you seen her like on Instagram and all that shit?
No.
Holy she's that chick that
she's the chick that does that shit.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't even know that.
Shit, man. I mean, this chick is badass as hell, and you can see that. So whenever I saw her in Cobra Kai, I'm like, that chick right there, I believe she could beat the shit out of any dude right now on the screen. And I looked her up
because in the Cobra Kai, like kind of behind the scenes thing that they put on Netflix as well for it. They had a lot of like the cast and crew obviously doing the interviews, and they were like, yeah, we're introduced to a whole new group of people, and they actually can do what we're pretending to know what to do.
Yeah.
So they can, a lot of the whoever the Asian people are, the Asian people that are part of Cobra Kai now, I forget what their original names were, but like all of them are like actual martial artists and shit.
Mm-hmm. This girl is like, and I'm looking at that going like, how was she not cast as, like, you cast her as Rey? You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna like, oh, okay. I'm trying to find one of these videos that, like, I've seen her go viral on Twitter before, and like, yeah, this chick ain't no joke. Read some super chats, and I'll see if I can find this one video.
Okay, Noons becomes a channel member. Thank you, Noons. Tobias Nexus for $10. Gonna be spending tonight doing editing for a new podcast called Tobias's Fireside Chat about music in media. Thanks again to Sophie and Liquid Ebola for joining me, and hopefully my voice is fixed. If it's not fixed, Tobias, just start yelling. Just start screaming as loud as you can, and it'll make up. Raven Black Sparrow plays with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Raven Black Sparrow.
Here we go. Here she is.
Yeah.
She is a badass. And I'm like, dude. And so when I saw her in the show, and I'm like, yeah, whoever cast her, this, like, who is this chick? And yeah, put her in movies. If you want to have a badass woman, put this girl in movies, put this girl in shows. She is insane. So good job on Cobra Kai for that one.
The worst part of the show, and it's been the worst part since season 1, is Samantha LaRusso.
She is awful. I
don't want to say awful. I just don't like her character, and I don't like that. Like she can't do some of these like impressive things a lot of the actors are doing. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like to think that this chick and Samantha LaRusso would be a match is fucking insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not even close. It's not even close. Like, this chick is a badass.
It's funny because in the show, she basically plays this fucking Instagram person, right? Who she's all about social media and sponsorships and putting stuff on TikTok and Instagram and all this stuff. So funny that this is who it is. I didn't even know this was her.
Yeah. Yep. I was looking her up because I'm like, how have we not heard about this girl before? And
you had.
So good job on casting her.
Guitar Lord for 2. Billy Bob Thornton is hillbilly Johnny Depp. Respect,
dude. He cusses every single person, whether it's the waiter, whether it's just some random worker. He just cusses everybody out in this show. It's absolutely fantastic. Threatens people. I love Landman, dude. It's a great show.
I'll watch it at some point.
It's really good. It's not like a show that's gonna like
Paramount
blow
Plus
your
is like
mind.
my least favorite app of any of the streaming apps. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, well, I'm watching it through Amazon, so I don't know if it's. I think it's connected to
Probably
to Paramount. Yeah.
Sola Felix for 5. Just watched the new PBD podcast review. It was wild. Turned into a bit of a shit show. Chat was bitterly divided whether they believe the woman's story. I don't know.
What is this about? What is it about?
If it's a woman telling a story, it's 50-50 whether you should believe it or not.
It's kind of in general how the rule is, isn't it? By the way, people, because I kind of was off the grid this weekend. I did have some family stuff that was keeping me obligated, so that's why I didn't stream. It was a very long weekend for sure, but should be all in the clear now. So Cobra Cast returns tonight, and we'll be back ready to rock and roll. So even Friday, I didn't stream Friday, but we're back now.
Stephen De Leon, shout out West Texas. Hashtag Bills Mafia. Hashtag Notre Dame rules all. Fuck Jeremy's eyebrows. Hi Ryan's forehead. Hello. My Dixie wrecked for 2. MegaCon meetup Friday, please. Is that Jay Cutler?
That is Jay Cutler.
Smoking Jay Cutler holding a cat.
That is Jay Cutler.
I've seen some crazy fucking Jay Cutler edits recently that have been really funny. Really good. Ronin Crusader for 5 decided to randomly watch Landman last night. Saw the scene of Billy Bob chewing out the lawyer in the bar. Funny as fuck. Now I'm hooked on the show.
It's a great show, man. It's a great show. And I got to give Gary's the reason I'll start watching it, because Gary knows I'm a fan of Taylor Sheridan. And so he says, watch Landman. And it wasn't even on my radar. And so I watched. There's 3 episodes out right now. And I think it drops every Sunday. I think. I don't know how many episodes are in the entire season, though.
CJR, member for 14 months. Thank you very much, CJR. And shout out, as always, to our audience on Rumble or our supporters over on Locals. We had a couple chats over there as well. Nandy O got around to watching The Penguin on par with Breaking Bad for $1. Damn.
Oof, that's high praise.
It's good. It's good. Rich the Plug for 2. Just finished Cobra Kai Part 2. Holy shit. What a series of events.
Yeah.
And then John Getz for 2. Samantha had me rooting for Tori even when she was the bad girl in the early seasons.
I find
Peyton List is hot.
Samantha is the most unlikable character by far. By far.
Yeah, and like I don't think the actress is unlikable at all. I think the actress is very likable. It's just like I don't like Samantha LaRusso's character.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't either.
I kind of haven't from the start.
Yeah,
but yeah, it is what it is. Base John Morrow for 5. Gonna be a great Cobra Cast tonight. Biden wants to give nukes to Ukraine.
Yeah, there's a lot of news to catch up on tonight. That's for sure.
And well, we just talked about our nice people watching on Rumble. Rumble made a big announcement today, didn't they, Jeremy?
yeah, they signed Doc. Couldn't even stream on the platform last week because the shit wasn't working. But hey, congratulations to Dr. Disrespect. I personally think that it's a irrelevant move, a pointless move. Doc's going to get paid for whatever. 2 years, he's going to pretend to care about it. As soon as his contract's up, he's going to leave it, just like a lot of these Kick streamers have left Kick when their contract is up, and going back to Twitch or going to YouTube or whatever. And yeah, I mean, to me, it's just like I will say in terms of the Doc signing, it's better than signing a conservative commentator. I'll give him credit for that, because it will bring a different set of eyes. And I do think that Dr. Disrespect is, as much as I don't like Doc, because I don't like Doc, you can't deny that he's a fantastic streamer and he brings in a huge audience. But my bigger issue is that I just think that Rumble, they're too focused on making big splashes and not just building the better platform. That's really my issue, And
yeah, I hear you. I mean, I don't really care about Dr. Disrespect. And I don't watch Dr. Disrespect, but maybe it does bring. I mean, how many people does usually watch him on YouTube?
Yeah,
20,000, 30,000 people usually live. Get those people over to Rumble, I guess.
Maybe.
Like ultimately, couple positives. This focus on people that are not just conservative commentators, because that's what Rumble truly needs to be able to continue to grow and flourish and all of this stuff. And I do think they've made updates. Like Rumble now works way better than it used to 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We've been on the platform for a long fucking time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You brought it up. Sports Wars. Sports Wars is the biggest, as far as we know. Sports Wars is the biggest sports channel on Rumble. Even bigger than Barstool Sports, who signed a big deal with Rumble.
Barstool Sports is plastered all over the fucking site, and Sports Wars still has more followers than Barstool Sports. Geeks and Gamers has collectively, Geeks and Gamers has over 200,000 followers on Rumble. The main channel has like 85,000. We've never gotten a rub from them, never gotten a sponsor deal from them. And I would argue, and this is just speculation, I have no idea if it's true or not. I would argue that we are the biggest channel that has never gotten a deal from Rumble.
Probably.
I think we are the biggest channel that's never gotten a deal from them. And that's fine. I'm not looking for a deal from Rumble per se. It's frustrating to me that like people that have been on the platform, it's
because we've used it, because they didn't because we were like, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to be early adopters. We want to make sure to support this alternative platform.
Yep.
Right. And well, you're here. Why would we?
Yeah, why
we need to pay you, fucking retards? You're already streaming here,
and they shouldn't pay us because we are retarded, and we went over there on good faith because we believed in the platform. So, from a business standpoint, they're looking at going, we'd rather pay these people that aren't here to get them there, and fuck the people that are already here, and that's big business. That's fine, but that means I can say whatever the fuck I want about them, and the platform is dog shit in comparison to YouTube, which it should be because they're just starting out, and I think they've made good gains. And I like a lot of the things that they're doing, but the reality of it is it needs to work significantly better. That's the bottom line. It needs to work a lot better, and that's one thing we hear across the board is it needs to work better.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, I've talked to Chris a couple times at different events. We've talked to a lot of Rumble or locals, people behind the scenes. They got a lot of good people working for them, and I do think they're committed to continue to make the actual experience on Rumble better. Like those are always things they're focused on and talking about. So, and I think it will continue to get better, 100%. But we'll see. So you're not gonna be watching Doc streams on Rumble.
I'm not. I don't watch Doc. I don't find Doc. I'm not a fan. I
can't get into like the fake character bullshit. Like I don't.
I mean, he's good at what he does. He's funny as fuck. The clips I've seen and all of that. The big thing for me is like when he was addressing serious allegations, he stayed in character. Like, how seriously can I take you if you're staying in the gimmick?
You know, champs, I say I messaged this girl. You think the 9-time champ's gonna do something like that? you think I've been that stupid? Something like that. It's like, bro.
Yeah, that was weird.
You know what? Then I put out a tweet that looked really bad on me. And you know what? They fell for it. These game journalists. You know, they fell for it, champs. Can you believe that?
Ryan is way too good at this. Ryan is way too good at this. The fact is Ryan doesn't really, he only sees clips of Doc and he can pull that off. Imagine if he actually did watch Doc consistently. You should just start a Dr. Disrespect parody channel, dude. Holy shit.
Professor Respect.
That's called being loyal, Jeremy. You don't break character. Well, he broke character when he got busted cheating on his fucking wife. Okay? So clearly he knows how to break character when serious situations are popping up. Yet messaging an underage girl apparently wasn't serious enough to break character. So don't bring me that stupid argument. Because he already did it.
Yeah, so that's our Rumble news segment of the day of the week.
And yes, I did respond to Rumble's tweet. And I did respond to the quartering. I responded to some other fucking guy who was like, Jeremy, do you not believe in alternative platforms? Yes, motherfucker. That's why I've been on Rumble for like 2 years. And they didn't need to give me a dime to do it because I believe in alternative platforms. But when I see the platforms that I think have a chance going down the same corporate bullshit rabbit hole as other ones, I mean, ask Mixer how it worked out for paying 2 massive gaming streamers. Ask Mixer how that worked out. Get back to me on that.
Hey, Ninja.
Yeah, hey, Ninja. Hey, Shroud. They got their bag, though. They got paid tens of millions of dollars. Meanwhile, Mixer, dead. Over. And apparently they're taking Doc on as a fucking advisor for their gaming division now. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they should take experts like Gary. Can you imagine? The Rumble Gaming Advisory Council, Dr. Disrespect and Nerdrotic. Oh, man. Shadow saying Yellow Flash traumatized me when he read Destiny leaks. That shit makes Savvy look normal.
Bro, I was listening to Flashcast when he did that shit. I would never in a million years read that shit on a live stream. I
wouldn't want myself clip reading
No, not at all, bro. Holy crap.
Base John Morrow, Rumble had a DOS attack that day, Jeremy. John Morrow. Alex, hey Ryan. YouTube said I watch your channel 20 times more than your average viewer. Make of that what you will. Well, thank you, Alex, for being so supportive of my channel. And then you guys on Geeks and Gamers are my #1 gaming channel. That's cool. I see a lot of people posting those things. I'm like, I don't even know where to go to look for that shit.
I don't know either. I have no idea where people are getting that. But that was really, it's really cool that I've seen like G&G and D-Day Cobra Gaming ranked pretty high on some of those. So that's cool.
Kalekioke for 5. Second Sonic 3 trailer dropped. December can't come soon enough. The dichotomy between this and Mufasa is staggering. The latter's going to get steamrolled.
Yeah, Sonic 3 looks great.
Should we watch the trailer?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, I did see it. Well, here it is. Literally the first thing on my fucking YouTube when I pulled it up. But no, I just saw that it got released, but I haven't actually clicked on it or anything. Sonic 3, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, just released from Paramount. We'll just release the trailer. Here we go.
Here we go. Showtime.
What is this den of madness?
Are you Detective Pikachu?
He does look like a Pokemon. Pika Pika.
Konichi, what? Get down!
It's time, Shadow. Finally, we will have our revenge. But what good is a dastardly plot if you can't conspire with family?
There's 2 Eggmen now?
Double your villains, double your fun. Any last words?
Nice magic marble, real scary. That actually is real scary. Trick shot. Tom, Maddie, we need your help on a super... Knuckles, do you mind?
Oh, excuse me.
Tom, Maddie, we need your help on a super dangerous top secret mission.
We're in.
Are you ready?
This looks so damn good, man.
I really hope there's not as many people in this one.
That's the second one.
Yeah, that was the thing I didn't like about the second one is there's way too much focus on that dumb whole wedding plot.
Yeah.
I didn't need as many people in the Sonic movie. Also, the Knuckles show is trash, but this looks good.
We were born ready.
All right, boys, try and keep up.
Come on, Granddaddy-O. We've got
Dirt to do.
with Shadow's power.
We can rule humanity.
When we're done, there won't be anything left to rule. That is dark.
Somebody better call Google Maps.
Life's all the choices we make. Remember to listen to your heart. You're gonna make the right choice when it matters the most.
One hedgehog to another. Who does your highlights?
The more you talk, the harder I want to hit you.
This ends now.
Our destiny awaits. You were right about one thing. This ends now.
These movies they're not. Oh. These movies they're not like something people are going to remember in 10 years and shit like that. You know what I mean? They're just solid enough and they get the job done. And when you look at Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, and then you've gotten to here, it's very much in line with the feel and the vibe that you got in those movies, but it's also taking a little bit more of a serious kind of approach. So yeah, I dig it, man. Yeah,
we'll see how it goes. You know, for the budgets that they're made with, at least the first couple, right? You're looking at profitable movies. It is going to be releasing around the same time, like that chatter said, as the Mufasa movie. I imagine that is a much bigger budget than Sonic 3, but I have no idea what to expect from that Mufasa movie at all at the box office. No clue.
So the quote unquote live action Lion King did what 1.5, 1.7 billion or something like that.
Yeah.
And I still think that that's the biggest tragedy in the history of movies. I don't understand it. I hate that movie with every bone in my body, almost as much as the Snake Eyes movie. But I mean, there is like elements, at least I can understand why it had a big opening weekend for sure. But I feel like how the hell did word of mouth not kill that movie off? Now you have this one, which it doesn't seem like, even though that movie made $1.6 billion, it doesn't seem like people were talking about that movie after the fact. No one was really like, oh my God, I can't wait for this to come out Blu-ray. I can't wait to watch this on stream. Like, there just didn't seem like it was there, but people went and saw it.
There's like $9 billion movies in 2019.
Whew.
Crazy.
And then COVID happened and everything changed. But yeah, so the Mufasa movie, have I even seen, has a trailer come out for that?
I mean, yeah, we had a trailer like
we did. What didn't we? Yeah, lifeless piece of shit, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was like a lifeless piece of shit. So I guess I wouldn't be surprised if it makes $1 billion. I also wouldn't be surprised if it makes 500 million. What's the budget on the Mufasa one?
I can look.
Like, I don't even like. I hate these live action Disney fucking like the Jungle Book. I thought was terrible. Everybody loved the Jungle Book. I did not like it. I do remember thinking Beauty and the Beast was pretty good. Cinderella was great. And Peach Dragon. I liked Peach Dragon. All the other ones I didn't like.
I mean, I don't know if there's been any actual kind of projections. It'll certainly be over $200 million. Maybe over 250. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
guess we'll see.
Around there. But we did have one movie with a higher budget than that, and one movie with a budget much lower than that just came out at the box office, Jeremy.
Barbenheimer 2.
Well, like I said last week, there's no way it's going to reach those heights, but similar in terms of movies that are released for two completely different demographics, and that would be Wicked and Gladiator. Wicked opens to record-setting $114 million. Gladiator 2 starts strong with $55.5 million.
It's a solid opening weekend for both.
Yeah, I mean, Gladiator, I thought that Wicked, I've been saying for months that Wicked would open over $100 million. Once we saw the projections, I thought maybe 120-ish, ends up at 114. Gladiator, I thought would be around 60, little less than that at 55.5 million. Gladiator 2 is performing way better internationally, though, than Wicked is, which is another thing that we had kind of talked about for the past couple weeks and months. I don't know exactly if Wicked has the same type of pull internationally as it does here in the United States, but certainly a strong start, especially for Wicked. Now, Gladiator 2 released internationally last week. So it had its first weekend. It made a little over, I think, $80 million, $85 million internationally last weekend, and then made about $55 million here in its opening weekend. Wicked, $114 million in its opening here, and a little over $50 million in its international opening. I don't know if they've opened in all places yet.
Well, I'm kind of, again, Ryan was right. We got to give Ryan credit. He was one of the only people in this whole sphere of the internet that was saying, like, because when all the controversy surrounding the actress started to happen, everybody like, oh, it's gonna bomb, it's gonna be it, and Ryan's like, no, it's not. It's gonna make at least $100 million opening weekend. Then we'll see what happens after that. Yeah. Word of like we've got a couple things. Obviously, we look at the Rotten Tomatoes scores and things like that. So Rotten Tomatoes is a 97% audience score. Everybody that's seen it has had very good things to say about it. Even Gary, who didn't like it because he said, what did he say? It was hell for him, but he admitted like everything around the movie, like the sets, the performances, and all of that was good. It's just not for him. But everybody seems to like it that's seen it. And then you go to our critic list, and out of 15 votes over here, 77% audience score so far. So word of mouth seems to be very strong for it. But like you said, the international box office is the interesting one because that's not playing very well.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's actually open in all places yet for that. But that's kind of another thing that I had said. I just don't know what that international poll is going to be like. But when you do look at both of these movies, the problem is that Gladiator costs twice as much as Wicked. Wicked cost $300 million for two movies that they filmed back to back. They filmed part 1 and part 2 back to back. So about $150 million budget for this movie, probably a fairly big marketing budget. And I'm sure for them, $550 million is probably their break-even point, especially if a lot of that comes from domestic. For Gladiator, it's a little bit different story. $300 million to make that movie, probably at least another $100 million in marketing. That's going to have a long way to go for it to break even. Say, for instance, if both these movies somehow go the right way and they both end up at $700 million, that's a success for Wicked. That's not for Gladiator. So that's the way we're going to be looking at these things and tracking them. And I do think that Wicked had an A cinema score, which means, just like Barbie, that the people who were interested in going initially, like opening weekend, that were going to go this because they thought they were interested, they loved what they saw. It completely lived up to their expectations. Gladiator, I think, was more of a BB+, so not quite as good. I think Wicked's going to have a good hold, but does Moana coming out, because that's going to be very big over Thanksgiving, does Moana coming out, does that help these movies, getting more people to theaters to potentially see something else they like? Is it more competition, so it takes away from them? That's the interesting story, because I think the Moana and Wicked audience is going to cross over a lot more than Moana and Gladiator.
What's weird is Moana 2 coming out is so out of I have not heard anything about this movie. There's like no, at least for me. I don't know if has this been something you've seen marketed heavily? I haven't seen this marketed heavily at all. And
I don't know
very
about
much
marketed. I've obviously been very aware of it. And
yeah,
like all that
I
stuff,
like the first Moana.
Out.
I thought the first Moana was great, but I've
never seen it.
Yeah, I thought the first one was great, but this one I just haven't even heard anything about it. The only thing I've heard about is, I guess, the live action version, which is coming out, which looks horrendous, with The Rock. So yeah, but that's true though with it, because is it coming out this weekend?
It's probably Wednesday is my guess, and it has the big Thursday, Thanksgiving, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So yes, it's gonna be the long Thanksgiving, and this is probably gonna end up being like the biggest Thanksgiving weekend ever in history.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
absolutely
big.
Yeah, this is gonna be huge. With Gladiator I haven't looked at the Gladiator reception yet. Like here, let me look that up while we're talking about it, because
it's not as good as the first. Now, the critics didn't necessarily adore the first movie. I think it's probably got like an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics, somewhere around there. The first Gladiator.
Yeah.
The second one, certainly not the audience reception that the first one had. I watched the second one, and I think it's a very average movie, 5.5 maybe. I wouldn't call it a bad movie, but the problem is you're following up a fucking masterpiece in Gladiator, and you have a character in Lucius who he is not Russell Crowe, and he is not Maximus Decimus Meridius. He's just not.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest, to me, that's the biggest flaw in the movie, is that the main character's motivations and his acting, it's just not as good as what we saw for what do you call it? For the first Gladiator.
So Criticless, we have a 48%, 26 votes. And then over on Rotten Tomatoes, 72 and an 84. So not, it's fine. I mean, it's getting decent, feedback. I mean, over here is a 48 over, like I said, on Criticless, which is lower than Wicked. So I don't know. And again, if you guys haven't, please go over there and sign up. The Geeks Gamers community is crazy over there. So you guys, we're almost at 500 members now over there. So love seeing that. But yeah, so it will be interesting. This will be, like Ryan said, this will probably be the biggest, do you think, ever Thanksgiving weekend ever, potentially?
It might be the biggest Thanksgiving weekend ever. That's what a lot of people are speculating. We can get into this article a little bit here. And by the way, Wicked is the third biggest opening of the year, behind Deadpool and Wolverine and Inside Out 2. That's how big it is. Let's see. It's a juggernaut, blah, blah, blah. Wicked, this is what we talked about, the difference in demographics. While Wicked was courting women, nearly 75% of ticket buyers were women for Wicked. So very much targeted towards a certain demographic. Not exactly the same when it comes with Gladiator. Here we go. Either way, this weekend was one of the biggest of the year, with approximately $210 million in overall revenue. And boon times at the box office will continue to Thanksgiving as Disney's Moana 2 swims to theaters on November 27th. This is important to note for the entire year, though. Year-to-date ticket sales are still 10% behind 2023 and a quarter, 26% behind 2019. We just talked about how 2019, so many movies made $1 billion fucking dollars. We are tracking 25% less than that for this year. That's not in terms of just money or overall box office revenue, because ticket prices can go up. This is tickets sold, ticket sales, which can tell you more sometimes than actual money can, because that's just how it is. I mean, look at it's important, because when you look at stuff like, we were talking about that and analyzing with something like Thor: Love and Thunder, which they made a big deal about that opening weekend for Thor: Love and Thunder. But if you looked at the ticket sales, it was actually like maybe the worst Thor opening they'd had. So always got to keep that stuff in perspective. I think that Wicked is going to track well. The one thing that they should be worried about, domestically, obviously great opening. Internationally is where I'm interested to see where it goes, because if they want to have a truly smash hit, not just a financially successful movie, which I think Wicked will go on to be, and I've said that for a while, but a smash hit, I think those international ticket sales need to pick up for them. So I don't know if they're released in all territories yet.
Yep. We will see. I've heard a lot of people trying to make this out to be like the Barbenheimer too. And I guess it's probably the closest thing you're going to see to that. And I think that's a good thing to have those types of competitions out there because it gets more and more people interested. And then you bring Moana into it as well. So it could be good. So I'm all for it. I'm glad people are happy. And even with Gladiator, I think a lot of, remember that first Gladiator trailer, how downvoted it got? Like that thing got downvoted to hell.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people were going into that thinking that this was going to be an absolute disaster. But it doesn't seem like the general consensus is that it's the worst thing ever. It seems like
the general consensus is that it's a disappointing sequel.
Yeah.
You know, following up such an incredible movie in Gladiator. It's a disappointing sequel.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it's very, very, very average. I didn't have a terrible time. You know, I enjoyed parts of it. Some of it, I wish they'd maybe done a couple things different, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to have the legs to get out to 800 million or whatever it probably needs to break even, though. Yeah,
I guess we will see. I just see the quartering just responded to me. He's quote tweeting me now. I guess he wants to fight. So let's see. I'm gonna. This is gonna be a good response. I'm sure. He's talking about Doc running the whole gaming division. I'm sure Doc will make a few minor changes. I'm sure Doc will make a few minor changes for gaming on Rumble. There we go. I'm sure Doc will make a few minor changes for gaming on Rumble. There we go. Boom. Like, fuck, dude, how the hell are you going to take it for a dude who admitted to messaging an underage girl? What the fuck are we doing? Holy shit.
I didn't run out and make a bunch of videos when all that stuff was super hot because it felt.
He admitted it.
He was just trolling the journalist, Jeremy.
Yeah. Good Lord, man. What the fuck are we doing? Yeah, I don't like the dude, so I'm not a fan.
Taker for 2. Crowder was unwatchable at first on Rumble. Like I do think, as much as we've, especially Jeremy shit on Rumble today, I do think that they've made like it's leaps and bounds improvement from a couple years ago where I first started streaming on there. And I think it'll continue to get better.
It will. It will certainly get better. 100%. What's up, Linko?
Linko Kenobi for $50. What's up, guys? I'm less than 300 away from completing my 500 subs and less than 500 from completing my watch hours. Hell yes. Did you guys grind? Hear how Idris Elba cast as Man-at-Arms? Sonic 3 looked great. Looks great. Looking forward to it anyways. Hell, the 199.
Hey, keep up with the grind, man. Linko's been on the grind, man. He's out there making videos like crazy. Got to meet you at San Antonio as well. Had his 199 hat. So it's good stuff, man.
I did hear about Idris Elba cast as Man-at-Arms, which, like, I feel like isn't the person that comes right after that Man-at-Arms black? Why didn't they just make him black? I don't know. But
yeah, he's probably going to be
not the biggest He-Man person. So
yeah, I mean, I watched He-Man when I was back in the day when I was young, and then I was more into G.I. Joe than anything, so I can't say I'm passionate about it. The Kevin Smith He-Man deal was weird. So, yeah, I'm not that passionate about it.
Let's see. Salty Cracker covered the news while you were MIA.
Hail Salty. We love Salty Cracker.
Crickian for 10. You should watch Dr. D speaking about the election.
Why? Why did he just start caring about gaming when he got canceled, or about politics when he got canceled by every fucking body? Suddenly he comes out with make gaming great again content after he's been outed as a fucking pedo and a fucking, every other platform doesn't want him to be associated. Suddenly now he's going to grift off MAGA. Get the fuck out of here. Motherfucker never mentioned MAGA until he got canceled. And then suddenly he's like, "Oh, make gaming great again." Fuck off.
Ian H, why the fuck is Ryan's doc better than Beardo's Trump? I don't know. I can't do a Trump though.
Beardo's Trump is terrible, but his RFK is fantastic.
Jason Yankovic for 5. As much as I hate YouTube as a company, they're the best platform for user experience, 100%. And obviously, we've got critiques of YouTube at times, but they do have the best platform. Stephen De Leon, what's with the compliments? Fuck these guys. Who do we compliment? I don't even know. Nader's Brick Channel for 5. So, Ryan, when we add the H on your forehead, too bad it was too late for Kobe. You didn't even spell Kobe right, first of all. Clearly, you don't give a fuck if he died or not. And if you could tell me I could save him, I'd put one on there right now. But I don't want to just save anybody. That's not my prerogative. Some people don't deserve to be saved. Pedro, didn't Will Smith star in Sonic? Will Smith? In the first Sonic movie?
The Will Smith? I remember him slapping somebody.
I don't think he was in Sonic.
I remember him slapping somebody.
I don't think he was
walked up to Sonic and slapped him.
Keep my wife's name out your hedgehog mouth.
James. Oh, the James Marsden joke. That's what it is. Okay. Damn it. The chat remembers this shit, man. Holy crap.
Yeah. I do remember that, yes. Looks just like him. Maximus BT for 99 cents. Thanks, Maximus. Zevin Cross for 20. All hail Shadow. Heroes rise again, obliterating everything that's not your friend. Nothing can stop you now. No ghost to bring you down. When there's nothing left to lose, you win. Thank you. Ginger Beard for 19 months. Hot take, Cynthia Erivo looks better green and with hair. Yeah, the irony is with all these, like, them out there in every fucking in every single interview you could possibly imagine, just being like, oh yes, we're so gay and our characters are gay together and the whole world is gay. From the people I've talked to about it, they're like, there is one like throwaway random gay friend who's kind of in the background of shit, but it's not. From what I've heard, I haven't gone to see it, not interested in it, but from what I've heard, that there's really not any of that in the movie, which is shocking considering how much they're talking about it.
These dumb bitches just cannot stop running their mouths. You got good momentum, you got good word of mouth, and then you're out here running your mouth, calling everything gay. It's like, Jesus, these people are fucking retarded, man.
Well, and like I said, that's not going to drive the target audience away, but over half of it is that these dog shit fucking channels or platforms that have like no followers, these like black geek women for color or whatever their things are, like gay pride matters, we love movies, with like 1.5k subscribers, or like sitting down for interviews for some of the biggest like releases ever.
Yep.
And of course all they're going to ask about is like race shit or gay shit.
Yep.
Like that's why those platforms exist. And then that's what we get. I said that one. Red Mage for 20. How well is the Wicked musical known outside the US? Could that be part of the strong US numbers, not as strong international? That's what I think. That's what I've said for months, is that I was questioning how it would do internationally, because I know American women love Wicked. Okay. I know that. I understand that. I don't know how people in Europe, how people in Asia, how people in South America, I don't know how these motherfuckers feel about Wicked, or if it's even a thing there.
Yeah.
Corrupted Saintus. Hail 199, G&G crew. Jeremy is a gay fig. Ryan's cool. Thank you.
Ryan getting compliments now? What's going on?
It's a woman, so makes sense. Maximus BT for 99 cents. Thank you, Maximus. CD Stein, just like Blade. Only ever been one Gladiator. Only gonna be one Gladiator. Red Mage, don't care to see Gladiator 2, but may do a rewatch of the original this weekend. Some of Russell Crowe and Joaquin Phoenix's best roles, in my opinion. It's awesome. I watched it the day before I went to go see the sequel.
I don't know why I found that so funny.
Freedom Corpse member for 7 months. Good morning, Ryan. Went to your store and realized you got some really good deals on there. Picked up a shirt and hat. Have you noticed Jeremy's gay? I have noticed that. Thank you for going to my store at rkoutpost.com. I never talk about it. I probably should. But thank you, Pre-Dawn Corpse. And I did notice. Dull Life Dan for 2. They're keeping the moon pissing scene in Sonic 3. I don't know what that means. Pre-Dawn Corpse for 5. Jeremy, Black Friday sales from your store coming up. If not, I'll just buy Ryan's stuff anyway. He's got good deals on there. I haven't even looked at it. So that's awesome to hear. Oh,
yes. And Black Ops 6 tonight. I don't know. I've got Cobra Cast, so we'll see. There's not going to be a gaming stream on Play because a lot of people are traveling right now. So, so I might do a gaming stream after Cobra Cast. We'll just have to see.
Shadow saying, I'm glad Arcane ended with only 1 season. I keep hearing about this season 2.
I've heard a lot of people complaining about season 2.
Yeah, I'm glad that I, in my curmudgeonly ways, refused to watch the first season. So. Lex Ludendi, member for 2 months. Nobody likes Ryan's voice impressions as much as Jeremy. He does.
Dude, he's very good at them.
Some of them. I stick to what I know. Although I'd never tried a Dr. Disrespect one before just now. John Getz for dude, just get Biden to stream on Rumble once he's retired in January. He can play games. I'd watch the train wreck. I would watch a Joe Biden gaming stream.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah, I would. John Getz for 2. Going to be playing Shadow the Hedgehog PS2 game before that comes out. Going to enjoy some more Jim Carrey lunacy. Rich the Plug for $2.50. Thor: Love and Thunder was dog shit. It was terrible. I still remember when
never saw it.
Box Office Mojo posted clearly was an error, like a glitch. And it said it opened to like $345 million domestically. And it was so obvious it was wrong. The numbers had the correct numbers. And it wasn't.
I remember that. I remember this.
And John fucking Campia
yep.
made a thumbnail with Thor fucking holding bags of money, and he's like, the biggest opening in box office history. Oh man, that was good.
I remember that. I remember you breaking it down.
Oh yeah, it's right, because the only reason I was talking about it at that point was because he came into my chat. You remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did he give me $20?
Yes, I think he gave you $20. Yeah,
$20 super chat.
But he didn't feature you in his little like pat himself on the back video because he knew that they were like, "Oh, you're giving racist money now."
Yeah, and then like from memory, I recited like a bunch of box office receipts compared to ticket prices and things like that. Yeah, I think I released a whole video on it. Yes. Old Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, fuck. That's funny as shit.
Rich the Plug for $1. What was your rate in the Navy, Ryan? You have too much hair left. I was a nuke ET. I was a nuke electronics technician. And yes, I have more hair left than some.
What the fuck? Why don't we have 1,600 people watching us on Rumble? Did Rumble put us on the front page because I'm bitching about them today? Is that what the fuck they did? Now, because I bitch about Rumble, we're on the front fucking page?
There we go.
Get the fuck out of here. If this is what I got to do, then I'm going to go scorched earth on you, Rumble. Just going to go scorched fucking earth. Normally we have about 300 to 400 people watching us on daily. Now we have 1,600 because I'm giving them holy hell over this Dr. Disrespect thing. Get the fuck out of here. That's all it takes is to bitch. And suddenly here we are.
It's kind of like I've always had that theory about stoplights. Like when you're at a stoplight and it's just going on too long, it as soon as you fucking lose your mind and scream and like hit the steering wheel, it fucking goes. Like as soon as you lose your shit,
yes,
it's what you want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, we're on the front page. Of course we're on the fucking front page, which is the only fucking way you can get views on Rumble is for Rumble to acknowledge you, which is my whole fucking problem with the platform. So congratulations, we're on the front page because this is what happens by getting paid by Rumble. They put you on the front fucking page and everybody else gets, it's like this false sense of reality. Rumble is the Instagram of fucking streaming platforms, okay? All they do is the top people get preferential treatment, and it makes every fucking body else believe that they're going to be the next person. The only way you're going to be the next person is if Rumble decides that you're the next person. That's it. There's no like true growth over there. It's, does Rumble think you're worthy of being put on the front fucking page? That's it.
That's the thing for me. I think they really need to, like, as the platform continues on, they need to change discoverability, right? That is the best thing about YouTube is the discoverability aspect. The fact that small channels, you can have videos that do blow up, not by it being featured, but just by the discoverability that exists on the channel. Are there favorites on YouTube? Certainly. We know they're favorites, but it is a little bit easier to grow over there from something small.
Yep.
With that being said, I'll continue to be on Rumble.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. And look, I've said this for years. Like, the bottom line is for the 400 to 500 people that consistently want to watch us. That's why we're there. It's not for any other reason. If people want us there, then we'll be there. And that's a lot of people watching us, by the way. That's a huge fucking number.
And also, just in general, like, Rumble has been very, very strong in its fight for letting content creators say what they want and not banning content creators and fighting for free speech as much as it can exist on a platform that exists on the App Store, right? They've been very, very strong and forceful about fighting that. Since their inception, well, since the new Rumble a couple years ago. So that's another reason why we're on there. If the worst happens, we really want to be able to have a platform where we won't get banned for speaking our mind. We won't get banned for talking about a mysterious illness or a jab or anything like that. That is the other reason we're on Rumble.
Shout out to all the people on Rumble that just became Trump supporters 2 weeks ago.
There you go. Pat for a buck. Barstool Sports, One Bite Pizza reviews versus Sports Wars mukbang at Taco Bell. I could do it. Market reality provide for Elon to really buy MSNBC++. I honestly think they're going to have to put it through a Chapter 11 bankruptcy in order to get rid of all the talent without paying them off fully. Mark of reality for 2. Jeremy's right. Rumble needs to take better care of their homegrown, larger content creators financially. Maybe have regular bonus checks for those who get to more than 50K, 100K subs, etc. Thank you, Mark of reality. These are over on Rumble, by the way. Z Highness, me art on X, man. Tagged you, man. Cool runnings. Thank you, Z Highness. I love Cool Runnings. I used to watch that all the fucking time when I was a kid.
It's been so long since I watched it. It's been a
Feel
long
the rhythm.
fucking time.
Feel the rhyme. Come on. You gotta love that shit. Speaking of shit that we hate instead of love, let's talk about Rachel Zegler.
Oh, yay. Yay.
Jeremy might be more upset than me today, which is rare. But here we go. A rare day when Jeremy's more miserable than I am. But Rachel Zegler, I feel like we've seen these headlines before. I feel like we've seen all of this before. She continues to run her mouth. She continues to create controversy. And in the aftermath of the election, which resulted in a fake-ass forced apology from her, no one was really buying it. But of course, Disney still has a movie to promote. They still have a movie coming out called Snow White that's going to be a massive financial failure. And recently, at least in some theaters, before the Wicked movie, they showed a new Snow White trailer. All the way back on Thursday, we found this out. People started to see the new Snow White trailer before the Wicked movie. Now, not everyone, not at every theater, probably certain chains and things like that, but some people saw a new trailer for Snow White. And, of course, everyone was interested to see what it would do compared to the first trailer, which was one of the biggest disasters we've ever witnessed. 1.4 million dislikes to less than 100,000 likes. That is insane. That is unheard of. Yet this is the reality for Snow White. But shockingly, Jeremy, when you go to Disney's channel, it's nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found.
That's really strange, isn't it?
And the reaction has not been great from the leaked trailers, because we've seen them on Twitter, people reacting to it. We can't obviously watch it here because they will hit us.
We can watch it. They're fine now.
Oh, wait, are they?
I did a video. I did a stream. Multiple people have done them. I think
really?
Oh,
okay.
We're going to react to it, Jeremy.
Okay.
How about that?
How about that? How about dim apples?
Now, MCU Master, who seems like a really cool dude, It's disabled, so we can't see dislikes. I did check and see. Dislikes are disabled on this entire channel. So I have no idea. I mean, obviously he's in the MCU. That's about all I know. But he did post this. Here it is.
This was my father's kingdom. A place of fairness. But the queen changed everything.
Take him away!
Your Majesty,
What did you say?
the people need some kindness.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Is it believable? Can you believe Rachel Zegler asking people to be more kind, Jeremy?
Oh, these
believable?
jokes write themselves. They write themselves.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all?
Famed is thy beauty, Majesty. A lovely maiden I now behold.
I look at you, and I just want to be the fairest of them all.
So Gal Gadot is jealous of Rachel Zegler.
Yes. That's how this goes.
Okay.
In the same way that Charlize Theron was jealous of Kristen Stewart's looks, they're really keeping with these themes, aren't they? I do like the smile that just drops, like as she turns away right here.
The queen is evil. You must flee into the woods.
My parents always said this forest was a magical place.
Does it make me like a bad person? I just want to punch that turtle in the face. Look how dumb this turtle looks.
Holy shit, he does look retarded.
Yeah, he's just stupid. I just want to beat his fucking head.
Hello? Is there anybody here?
Of course, Steph shows up when you start disrespecting the turtle.
What did you think I was?
Look at them. Look at how weird they look.
We're in the age of authenticity. There is nothing authentic about this. It's lifeless, it's boring, and it's crap. This has no personality at all. None. This
Peter
is pathetic.
Dinklage, this could have been you, buddy. Come on. What are you thinking?
Just nothing. Ghost.
You'll be safe from the queen here.
The queen stole everything from all of us.
We're gonna need your help.
It's time to restore our kingdom.
Waiting on a wish, holding out for someday, hoping somehow, some way, there comes a miracle.
Find Snow White.
I close my eyes and see the girl I'm meant to be.
This is our kingdom, and now we're here to take it back.
Dude, this looks terrible.
I love that she's leading like a revolution, right? That Snow White's leading a revolution to redistribute the wealth of the kingdom back to the people, baby.
This is gonna be bad.
I'm sorry, my dear. Did I frighten you?
Yeah, that is a disaster, and this is probably like it is weird that they have not released this trailer officially.
I talked about it even kind of last week. Even a couple weeks ago, the last fucking Captain America. It is Falcon, but the Black Captain America trailer that came out, I saw that in theaters a few days before it actually came out on YouTube and they officially released it. So it's not the most uncommon thing, but the fact that we knew about this Wednesday or Thursday and now it's Monday and they still haven't, that is telling.
That is very telling.
That is very telling. And you know what? Maybe they're like, hey, if we release it, it's just going to get fucking like review bombed to hell anyway, and it's going to look bad for us. Maybe we just won't.
Yeah,
that would be wild if that's the decision they choose to make, though.
That would be amazing if that's the decision, because ultimately it's you put yourself in this position. You've embraced Rachel Zegler. She's continued to be a problem every step of the way, and then she finally
Lilo and Stitch trailer though.
Hey, all right, there we
no
go.
views 43 seconds ago.
There
Literally right as I refreshed.
But yeah, so you've put yourself in this position, and it will be interesting to see just how bad this movie will end up performing. Could it be Marvel's level? We've talked about this before. I guess like it could, but I don't know if it's going to be Marvel's level. I mean, the Little Mermaid still made like $600 million worldwide, didn't it? Something like that.
$569 million worldwide.
Okay.
I think somewhere around there. 559, 569, somewhere around there. But unfortunately, it had a massive budget that needed to probably hit $750 million, if not more, to break even. So that lost money. This has also an enormous budget that even before a bunch of reshoots and a bunch of visual effects and things like that, we know they've spent like $270 million on it. So this is easily going to be a $300 million movie, if not more. So I don't think it'll perform as well as Little Mermaid. I don't think it'll be Marvel's level, though. I think it'll be somewhere in between. Like, yeah, Marvel's only made $200 million.
But the question is do they continue to just ignore the marketing of this movie? Are they really that bothered by the optics that Rachel Zegler has created for them? Not releasing this trailer is a very weird decision. Now we'll see how the next several days goes, and if they're actually going to drop it. And if they drop the trailer in its entirety, that kind of changes the discussion. But considering we're here on a Monday and this trailer dropped, last week, if they don't release this trailer and they just let a bunch of fan fucking reactions be the standard for it, that tells me that moving forward, they're not going to embrace much of the marketing that they've had planned for this movie, and they just want it to eventually go away. They're not going to put much behind it. My prediction is in the next week, Ryan, do you think we're actually going to get a full release of the trailer from Disney's YouTube channel?
If I was betting, yes. Yeah.
And if they don't, that's going to be a huge problem. But I agree with you. I think that they will drop it in the next week. But if they don't, that's going to be a crazy scenario.
If they don't, we'll keep talking about them hiding like bitches. And if they do, it's probably going to get ratioed to hell, and we'll talk about that too.
Yes, it will.
We're in a win-win, baby.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
At least that's how I see it. That's how I see it. Vault 95 Survivor over on Rumble. I guess it's Snow White who leads the Numenorian army in Revolution. Big Daddy for 2 got 3 pounds of ground beef and a case of lasagna hamburger helper. I'm set for Thanksgiving alone this year, so it's helper for me. Already tried a box. It's as awesome as you say it is, Jeremy. Thank you.
Let's go.
Derek PG Beller, speaking of YouTube favoritism, how's Mr. Beast been? That whole thing really blew over, huh?
I got bored with Mr. Beast drama when, it was clear that the people that were heading it up, like the Rosanna Pancinos and the dog packs and all of that, I don't like Mr. Beast. And I think Mr. Beast, I think Jimmy's, I don't know if he's a bad guy, but he probably isn't a bad guy. But he's clearly just beyond anything. Like, he's not a YouTuber anymore. He's so big now. But I got bored with it because the people that were calling out all the stuff involving Mr. Beast were losing credibility like crazy. And it just became nonsense on top of nonsense that I couldn't even figure out what was legit and what wasn't anymore. So I just stopped. I stopped talking about it completely.
Yeah,
I did watch the Oompaville interview, and I thought that the Oompaville video, it was like 2.5 hours. So I thought that I know why Jimmy talked to him, and I know why he didn't talk to CoffeeZilla, because CoffeeZilla would have absolutely roasted Mr. Beast with more in-depth questions and follow-up questions. And Oompaville, that's just not his game. And you could tell that Jimmy wanted to be the dominant person in the situation. He's smart. He is smart. And CoffeeZilla would have grilled Mr. Beast, whereas Oompaville was more like thankful that Jimmy even was in his presence is what it felt like for me. But
Never
I like
clicked on
Oompa
a
Bill.
Mr. Beast video. Never intend to.
Yeah, I don't watch his videos either. But the it is interesting though as to like how this thing is an interesting story, but the more the bullshit was getting out of control, the less interested I became in covering it. I was getting really good views on it too, but
yeah,
I couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah, because I think at one point for one of those things that you were talking about, like I watched one of those videos and it's like, it seems like, I guess it could be this. It also seems like there was a lot of bullshit in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I hate everybody equally. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you hate more? Both.
Probably both. Probably cool.
Must play reviews. Thanks to G&G for getting me off my ice and making my channel 25 subs from 500. Let's go.
Let's go.
Must play reviews.
That's what's up.
Shadow saying, have Beardo read Destiny leaks on TNME. Let's traumatize everyone. Lux say turn. Hoodie looking fresh, Jeremy. Stay righteous.
199. Somebody said, so hang on just a minute. Oh, you read that one. You read that one.
Free Down Corpse, Joe Biden, Gary, Dr. Disrespect and Jay, and Tim Wall's gaming stream. Mario Kart being the first game.
Jeremy, Oompaville and Mr. Beast have a business with Mr. Beast. A lot of people don't know this. I did not know that. Wasn't aware of that, if true.
Let's see, where are we?
Bro, look at this. Hey, 500 away from 500, bro.
Keep doing it, man. You can do it.
Hell
Keep
yeah,
out
man.
those videos.
Hey, congratulations, Fardog. That's a hell of an accomplishment, brother. So
Switzerland play IT. Hold on. Switzerland play it. Good crying, guys. Shout out to my channel right now. Say it, Ryan. Switzerland play it on Rumble.
He's been watching us forever on Rumble.
Let's see. Mark a reality for $2. Come on, guys. The queen isn't that bad. I can fix her. Send Gal to me. Yeah, everyone's gonna be everyone's gonna be rooting for her in this. No doubt about it. To Pie Whack, Jimmy, you promised if Trump won, you'd bring back bragging rights win.
Yes.
Tobias next for 5 viewers.
It will happen. Speech. It will happen.
YouTube for viewers, but Rumble, Nebula, locals, and such for free speech and less ban risk. Ian H, the happy animals are annoying to look at. Yeah, dude. The way that turtle smiled, I just wanted to like fucking hit its head like a punching bag. Didn't have any teeth, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Sergio Garcia for 2. Jeremy, why are you fighting with the quartering?
I'm not fighting with the quartering. Although quartering quote tweeting me is kind of gay. It's like we're just and then he had the quote tweet to turn it into something more. So now everybody knows when you quote tweet someone, we know why you quote tweet someone. You know what I mean?
For your audience.
You're looking for your audience at that point. I'm not quote tweeting quartering. I'm just replying.
Let's see. I don't recall how long ago I heard this theory, but pale white skin, jet black hair, proof of death by removing the heart. Snow White is a vampire. Be a far better movie than this mess. Twilight. Bruce, the 7 dwarves are almost as creepy as the kids in Polar Express. The dwarves look weird, man. They look weird. D's Webos, Rachel Zegler has no TDs. Snow Brown sucks. Thank you. Ryan's pet turtle for Canadian $2. Why do you not like me, Ryan? I don't know. You had a face that I wanted to punch, turtle. Crit Nature. Did you ever watch Snow White: A Tale of Terror with Sigourney Weaver? Adaptation.
Sigourney?
What did I say?
Sigourney?
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney. You said Sigourney.
Sigourney, that's
like
how
a gurney, yeah.
Like a gurney, like a hospital gurney. Sigourney Weaver. Adaptation was very loose, but a great alternative take on a fairy tale with horror elements in it. Way better than anything in this shit trailer. It's funny, when I made the stream today, I didn't even try to do this, but instead of the W on white, I hit S, and it almost said snow shite. And I thought, man, I could leave it like that, but people might take that the wrong way. So change it back.
Might want to do that.
And then over on locals, is it too late to CGI Sydney Sweeney in for Zegler? like what they did to Kevin Spacey and Christopher Plummer and all the money in the world? Enough money, you can do anything. John Getz, my parents always said this forest was a magical place when they were researching it right before they died. Maybe we'll have a Madam Web scenario on our hands. Switzerland play it for $1. Good job, Ryan. Shout out to BMO Better. Shout out to the 199. Without G&G on Rumble, it would be at least 6% lamer.
That's right. No, we've had a great crowd of like just people that have supported us for the longest time over there. I just want it to get better. And like I said, the fact that I have to download an extension to keep up with our Rumble rants is like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Have that extension.
Yeah. What are we doing?
We're all caught up.
We're all caught up. Well, it is Monday. And so, like I said, normally we do have gaming streams, but we have a lot of people that are traveling right now for the holidays, things like that. So I'll be doing Cobra Cast later tonight, and then I might do a gaming stream after. Don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, I was kind of MIA for the weekend. And like I said, family stuff going on. Wasn't necessarily fun for sure. But hopefully got a lot of that behind us now. We'll see. But it's never fun when you got IRL drama, or not drama, but IRL stuff going on that you can't really, get away from. So either way, Ryan, what do you got going on?
Nothing. It's normal shit. Doing Monday night or Monday evening quarterback over on Sports Wars. Talk about all the games, including
talking about how Tua's going to take Miami to the playoffs, win the Super Bowl, MVP, all that.
He's not winning MVP, but we'll mention that game and we'll talk about what an easy schedule the Dolphins have and how they beat really bad teams. And
on one hand, he can't play in the NFL. On the other hand, when he puts up the best numbers in NFL, oh, well, he just got an easy schedule. He can't win. Tua can't win.
Tua's going to be fucking dead on the fucking field before the end of the season if he takes one more like shot to the head.
That's just pussy talk.
Get all the Tua you can right now.
That's pussy talk. Pussy talk.
No, I'm just saying. He just is. Not that he's going to actually die, but he's going to get concussed every season. Like, it's going to happen. He's going to miss several games.
Listen, man, before the hypersensitive social media age, players got concussions all the fucking time back in the day, okay? And they just fucking dealt with it.
But look, I'm convinced Josh Allen gets concussions all the time.
Yes.
But it doesn't kill him like it kills Tua. When Tua gets a concussion, he fucking dies on the field for like 5 minutes.
And then he comes back and he leads the league in passing. He'll be fine. He's a grown-ass man. He can handle it. All these fucking people like, he needs to retire. It's like, that's a pussy attitude.
He doesn't need to retire. I just think the Dolphins should make plans to live without him.
No. Well, they did yesterday. They pulled him for one fucking series and the fucking botched the fucking handoff and took it in for a touchdown. So he's back. So,
Taker for $5. The Israeli-Palestine parallels in Snow White trailer are wild. The greedy queen stole everything. Huh, Disney? Damn. Yeah. A couple more. Let's see. Switzerland play it for $1. For fuck's sake, for your information, if you go to your account overview, they have the latest 60 rants, and you can hover over the message in the future. Butter Biscuit for $2 says Boomer Sooner. Yeah, that's why he's bragging about fucking Tua and NFL game he probably didn't even watch because his Alabama, they're not very good this year.
I didn't watch the Dolphins game.
I just said probably did.
Yeah, I watched the Dolphins game, and unfortunately, I watched the Alabama game. Fuck. Alabama's terrible. But to be fair, I said they were terrible. I said they were bad in the first couple games. Now, the Georgia game fooled me. I got fooled by the Georgia game. I was like, damn, maybe they are good. They're not.
Butter Biscuit for $1. Eat it, Jeremy. LOL. The Boomer Sooner. All right.
Oh, yeah.
We're actually all caught up.
It's nothing to be excited over. Again, this isn't Nick Saban's Bama. You didn't beat Nick Saban's Bama. You beat a pathetic Bama.
Jalen Hurts, Oklahoma Sooners just destroyed Tua Tagovailoa's Alabama Crimson Tide.
And we're going to call it there. I'll see you guys tonight. Also, I got a brand new intro for Cobra Cast tonight. And I reached out to the person that did the edit and asked for their permission if I could use it. And I added a couple of things as well, but I'll give full credit to the creator. It's a very viral video that has been around for a few years, but I'm looking forward to everybody's reaction to it tonight. So it should be fun. I'll see you guys tonight. And hail to our Amazing Rumble numbers, man. 1,500 people on Rumble.
That's right.
Bitch about Rumble every day now. What are our chances of beating Auburn after that embarrassment? Honestly, Alabama could win 50 something to nothing, or they could lose 50 something to nothing. I have no idea. Personally, I kind of want them to lose just so we can get rid of DeBoer, be done with it. We'll see.
I don't care.
Fuck you and the Bears.
Yeah, Bears suck. I'll talk about them tonight.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Have a great day. We'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.